Imagine a country so vast it could swallow entire regions of Europe or the United States, yet nearly all of it, 99.7%, remains uninhabited. Why is that? Could it be the harsh winters, where temperatures drop to -40 degrees Fahrenheit, or the barren deserts? Or is there something even more extraordinary? In this video, we're going to uncover the secrets of Mongolia's haunting emptiness and how its extreme climate, nomadic traditions, and devastating winter phenomenon called Zud have shaped the lives of its people. But the answers might surprise you. Before we start the video, please take just 5 seconds to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We promise to bring you the most exciting updates as soon as possible. Mongolia is a landlocked country, tucked between the giant nations of China and Russia. Its land is so vast that the open steppe, which seems endless, is broken only by windswept dunes or the solitary figure of a herder with their flock. The silence is profound, only disturbed by the howl of the wind or the distant call of livestock. Despite its size, nearly 1.5 million square kilometers, Mongolia has a population of only 3.5 million people. This is smaller than Tokyo's Shibuya district. To put that into perspective, Mongolia could swallow the entire state of Texas twice over and still have room left. Its size is comparable to half of Europe, yet with a population density of just 2 people per square kilometer. It's one of the least populated places on Earth. In fact, only Greenland is less densely populated. So why isn't this vast land more populated? The answer lies in the extreme conditions that make it incredibly hard to settle. This is not just an empty landscape, it's a harsh test of survival. Winters here are brutal, with temperatures plummeting to -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Summers, on the other hand, can be scorchingly hot, reaching 104 degrees Fahrenheit. And the remoteness of Mongolia adds another layer of challenge. Imagine living hundreds of miles away from the nearest hospital, school, or grocery store. For many of us, such isolation would be unimaginable. But for Mongolians, it's simply part of life. Before we dive into the lives of modern Mongolians, let's talk about a dangerous winter phenomenon called Zud. This is a harsh winter event that is so devastating, it has wiped out millions of livestock in a single season. Could this be the true reason why Mongolia remains so empty? Keep watching to find out. Zud is not your typical winter. It's a catastrophic weather event unique to Mongolia, where temperatures drop as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Snowstorms rage, and the grasslands that herders rely on for grazing become encased in ice. For the nomadic herders of Mongolia, Zud isn't just a seasonal challenge, it's a life-threatening event that tests their endurance and survival skills. In the winter of 2009 to 2010, 8 million livestock were lost, which is 17% of the country's total. This level of loss often forces families into difficult situations, sometimes making them give up their nomadic way of life altogether. For Mongolian herders, livestock isn't just a source of income, it's their very survival. When Zud strikes, it's not just animals that die, their livelihoods vanish overnight. One herder, Bayer, recalls the winter of 2016, when temperatures dropped to -58 degrees Fahrenheit. "I lost 300 sheep in just 1 month," he said. "We tried digging through the snow to find grass, but it was frozen solid. It was a tough time for my family." In a country as large as Mongolia, it's surprising to learn that more than half of its population, around 1.6 million people, live in a single city. Welcome to Ulaanbaatar, the coldest capital in the world and the heart of modern life in Mongolia. To put things into perspective, Ulaanbaatar's population is nearly the same as Philadelphia's, yet it sits in a country 23 times larger than Texas. As of 2024, Mongolia's total population is just 3.5 million, and half of those people live in Ulaanbaatar. However, this rapid growth has brought its own set of problems: overcrowded streets, choking pollution, and unplanned expansion that have made daily life increasingly difficult. Imagine traffic jams so bad you can spend hours just getting across town. Winters make it worse, as burning coal in informal jurs, which are traditional homes, causes the air to be thick with smog, making it feel like you're breathing smoke. According to a 2024 report by the World Health Organization, Ulaanbaatar ranks among the world's most polluted cities during the winter due to coal burning in these areas. Yet, amidst the chaos, Ulaanbaatar is thriving. It's a city of contrasts where modern glass skyscrapers rise next to traditional jurs and shopping malls stand beside open-air markets. One of the most surprising things about Ulaanbaatar is its jur districts. Even in the heart of the city, tens of thousands of families still live in these portable homes, which have been part of Mongolia's nomadic heritage for centuries. In some areas, gurs outnumber apartments, creating neighborhoods that blend ancient traditions with modern challenges. One resident, Sirin, explains life in the jur districts. "We moved here after our animals were lost to Zud. It's not easy, but at least we're close to schools and hospitals. My children can have a future here." Life in Ulaanbaatar might be crowded, but it's at least manageable. Step outside the capital, however, and the challenges grow even greater. Most of Mongolia's land is frozen ground, known as permafrost, which covers nearly 2/3 of the country. Permafrost is like nature's time capsule, ground that stays frozen for at least 2 years. But it doesn't always stay frozen. When the ice melts in the summer, the land turns muddy, and when the winter comes, it freezes solid again. These shifts make construction difficult, and global warming is making permafrost even more unpredictable. In the last 80 years, the average temperature in Mongolia has risen by 4 degrees Fahrenheit, nearly double the global average. But it's not just frozen ground causing problems. Desertification is reshaping Mongolia too. Imagine waking up to the endless steppe, the sun rising slowly, casting golden light across the plains. Inside a jir, a family is already awake, checking messages and weather updates on their smartphones. Though nomadic life may seem like a journey back in time, many herders are now digital nomads, using modern technology to help with their herding. Livestock are microchipped, drones help track grazing areas, and mobile internet keeps them connected to the world. In 2024, over 90% of rural households have access to mobile internet. Yet despite this modern technology, the nomadic way of life is under threat. The Zud winters and the growing appeal of city life are pulling families into Ulaanbaatar, abandoning their traditional homes. Baya, a herder in his 40s, reflects on his decision to leave. "After losing half my animals to Zud, we had no choice but to move to the city. My kids are happier now. They go to school every day, but I miss the steppe. This ancient nomadic life is disappearing, and the future of traditional herding is uncertain. For thousands of years, the Mongolian nomadic lifestyle has adapted to the extreme conditions of the steppe. But today, that way of life faces serious challenges, and more families are leaving their herding roots for city living." If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for watching.